Chapter 126 Feng Chanju's Past. Wait a minute. An ethereal cry seemed to come from nothingness. Immediately afterwards, an old man wearing silver robes with white beard and hair appeared like a phantom. Ha! Feng Haoran stared at the kind-faced old man, with a burst of curiosity in his heart. When the people of the Jun clan saw the visitor, they instantly became extremely respectful and saluted one after another. We have met the Chaos Lord Tilda. What? Lord of Chaos? Could it be that? He is the master of the Chaos Temple and the cemetery. Feng Haoran thought to himself. Yes, this person is the Lord of the spiritual garden and temple. Ever since he repelled the strange demons, the creatures of chaos respectfully called him the Lord of Chaos. Zhao Gongting's explanation made Feng Haoran nod secretly. In his eyes, the master of two top powers turned out to be an amiable old man. Honored Lord, the conferred clan has gone too far to bully others. Not only did they kill the conferred king of our conferred clan, but they also killed the elders and supreme leaders one by one. My clan cannot bear such a shame and humiliation, so we can only use all our strength to seek justice from the feudal clan. Otherwise, what face will my clan have in chaos? After the ancestor of the Jun clan saluted, he told the old man the whole story and expressed his determination to seek explanation from the Feng clan. Lord Chaos raised his head and glanced at everyone in the Jun clan, then fixed his gaze on Feng Chanjue and said with some respect, Your Excellency, could you please go to another place to talk? Since the arrival of the Chaos Lord, Feng Chanjue has remained silent. He just wants to see what the other party wants. If he wanted to support the Jun clan, Feng Qian would never mind killing him and the Jun clan together. However, what was unexpected was that the Lord of Chaos respectfully invited him to talk outside the world. Feng Qian desperately gave a cold order to Tiankui and Mingyu. If they dare to act rashly, they will be killed without mercy. Yes, Master. You, the ancestor of the Jun clan, looked angry. Tiankui and Mingyu responded respectfully, but the ancestor of the Jun clan felt that he had lost all face at this moment. He was about to speak, but was stopped by the Lord of Chaos in time. Okay, no one from the Jun clan should act rashly before I return. I will obey the orders of Lord Chaos Tilda. There is no way, the disparity in strength is so huge, the people of the Jun clan have no choice but to obey. Buzz. Then, in front of everyone, Feng Chanjue and the Chaos Lord disappeared in an instant. In the chaos, in the sky, in a place where stars shine, two figures suddenly appeared. Tell me. Why did you ask me to come here? After Feng Chanjue appeared, there was a low question. The next moment, the Chaos Lord actually gave him a big salute. Lu Chengfeng, I have seen Emperor Ju Heavenly Demon. Feng Chanjue was a little surprised by the Chaos Lord's move, because he had no impression of the old man in his memory. Do you know this emperor? Lord Chaos heard the sound and smiled. He. Chengfeng doesn't have that kind of blessing. It's just that I was lucky enough to witness your grace in the Holy Demon Continent hundreds of millions of years ago. Back then, you led hundreds of millions of demons to wipe out tens of thousands of forces on the mainland, and finally unified the Holy Demon Continent. When you ascended to Heavenly Demon Emperor, I was just an insignificant speck of dust in Hongmeng. I had the honor to witness your ascension ceremony. Your bravery and heroic demeanor have always been deeply imprinted in Chengfeng's mind, and will be unforgettable in this lifetime. But later, riots broke out in the Holy Demon Continent, and I also suffered a disaster in that war. My body was shattered, and my soul wandered here. It took countless years to recultivate my body, and I have been living here ever since. Quote. Oh. Feng Chanjue never expected that this person would have such an experience, so he couldn't help but look at him carefully. The last time the strange demon appeared here, with your strength, how could you be his opponent? Why do all the creatures in the chaos say that you repel them? This emperor is very confused. Quote, Demon Emperor, don't make fun of the villain. Yi Mo was one of the great demon emperors under your command back then. Don't tell me that now, even when I am in Hongmeng, I am not his opponent. Changfeng mentioned your name to him. When Lu Changfeng said this, he stopped talking. His eyes kept flickering, observing the words and expressions, fearing that what he did would make Feng Chanbu unhappy. At this time, Feng Chanjue was not angry, but just stood with his hands behind his hands, looking up at the stars, as if recalling the past, when he led his troops to dominate the Holy Demon continent. However, it is easy to conquer a country, but difficult to defend it. Back then, his name alone as the Heavenly Demon Emperor was enough to awe all around, making other races dare not act rashly. Unexpectedly, power can make people so greedy that they lose themselves and even collude with foreign enemies in an attempt to devour their own royal family. In order to attract more dissenters, he set up a plan and used the rebellion to reincarnate and rebuild, just in time to complete the integration of Dao Fetus. Feng Chanjue was immersed in memories. Lu Changfeng didn't dare to disturb him and just waited quietly. Not long after, I heard him let out a long sigh. Hey Tilda, I don't want time to fly by. After so many years, that kid Yi Mo can still withdraw his troops in the name of this emperor. You, kid, can be considered lucky to have saved your life. Lord Demon Emperor, Changfeng feels that the strange Demon Emperor has nothing to do with the rebellion. Oh. Tell me. Lu Changfeng's words were like throwing a stone into water, arousing ripples of curiosity in Feng Chanju's heart. He turned around and looked at Lu Changfeng, because it involved his former brothers and subordinates. His eyes were full of expectation, like the brightest stars in the night sky, waiting for his next words. The former couldn't help but feel a little nervous under the gaze of such a powerful being. He took a deep breath, as if to absorb the power of heaven and earth. Actually, as far as Changfeng is concerned, the strength of the Yi Mo Emperor is unparalleled, but his cruelty is also outrageous. But he is loyal to you. When he came to chaos, he slaughtered many creatures. But when he heard your name, his face was full of remorse and guilt. Therefore, Changfeng makes a bold guess that he must have been taken advantage of by others, which caused you to misunderstand him. Quote, After Lu Changfeng finished speaking, he carefully raised his eyes, like a frightened rabbit, and quickly glanced at Feng Chanju's face. However, Feng Chanju's face was like a pool of still water, without any ripples, making it difficult for people to guess whether he was happy or sad at the moment. Immediately, his lips opened slightly, and his voice seemed to come from under the Nine Netherworld. Let's stop this matter. Whether you participated in the rebellion or not, I will verify it myself. Is it because you invited me here to tell you this? He. Lord Demon Emperor is wise. Changfeng invites you here. It is indeed for the sake of the Jun clan. Although the junior of the Jun clan angered His Highness Demon, he has already paid the price with his life. Chapter 127 I can't help it, it will happen naturally. Although the junior of the Jun clan angered His Highness Demon's son, he also paid for it with his life. When Feng Chanjue heard this, his eyes suddenly turned cold, and his eyes were as gloomy as cold stars. Lu Changfeng was frightened and trembled all over, and he hurriedly said the next thing. Lord Demon Emperor, please be patient. Changfeng would venture to guess that the reason why you haven't gone to Hongmeng yet is because you are worried about His Highness Demon's son, right? After all, he is still weak now, and you want to use this to train him. Therefore, Changfeng believes that in your eyes, the Jun clan is as vulnerable as ants. But their juniors can become the best weapon for His Highness to hone himself. In order for His Highness to better adapt to the brutal killings in Hongmeng, let's use them as stepping stones for His Highness. During this period, Changfeng will also do his best to assist His Highness to achieve breakthroughs in cultivation. What do you think? HMPH. Boy, I am very aware of your thoughts. You just want to use the power of chaos to improve your cultivation. If this emperor destroys the Jun clan, the origin of the rules of chaos will not be perfected, and you will not be able to restore your former cultivation. Well, considering that you are also a Hongmeng creature, I will spare the Jun clan for the time being. But, if they dare to bully the weak again in the future, I will no longer care about your affection. And, hundreds of years later, the spiritual garden is about to open. If my son can obtain the inheritance of the temple and the spiritual garden, you must remember not to tell him the identity of this emperor in advance, even though he is aware of it now. When Feng Chanjue said this, he suddenly stopped talking, his face full of uncontrollable joy, and continued. If you leak the news, then how can I, a father, have any sense of mystery in front of my son? When I take him to Hongmeng in person and reveal the truth, my good son's expression will definitely be very exciting. TSK. When I think of his eyes full of reverence, ha. Since you don't have a son, it's naturally difficult for you to understand this feeling. Quote. When Feng Chanjue talked about his son, he felt like a spring breeze blowing on his face. He still had the domineering power of the past to dominate all demons. He was just like a doting devil. This scene was like a thunderbolt, completely overturning the image of the heavenly demon emperor in Lu Chengfeng's mind. After he left, he couldn't help but smile bitterly. Is this the same one? The heavenly demon emperor who topped the holy demon continent? ... In the chaos, the sky above the core of Junction City was like a calm lake suddenly thrown into a huge stone, causing ripples. The void opened, and a figure walked out of it. This person was Feng Chanjue. Later, Lu Chengfeng also appeared in the void like a shadow. Seeing that Feng Chanjue had no intention of speaking, he said loudly to everyone in the Jun clan. Listen, people of the Jun family, the cause of this matter is already clear to me. It is you, the juniors of the Jun family, who are to blame. Not only did he covet the beauty of the Empress of the Divine Phoenix Celestial Dynasty, he also relied on the power of the Monarch clan to utter wild words about killing Hao Feng Haran, the young master of the clan. This is a fight between juniors. If your skills are inferior to others, you deserve to be killed by others. As for your elder Ying Shan and Taishang Jun Shen Dao, both of them bullied the small ones and were killed by Feng Haran's guardians, so they deserved their death. The owner hereby declares that this matter is over. Your Majesty, you must not do this. Our clan has lost a king and emperor venerable. If we just let it go, our clan's face will be lost. Enough. Before the ancestor of the Jun clan finished speaking, Lu Chengfeng suddenly shouted loudly, roaring like a lion, with eyes like lightning, staring coldly at everyone in the Jun clan. His chest was like a volcano erupting, as if there were 10,000 grass and mud horses galloping around. He was kind-hearted to save the Jun clan from being exterminated. This ancestor of the Jun clan who did not know whether to live or die still thought about face. It was really ridiculous. At this time, everyone in the Jun clan was scolded by the Chaos Lord, like thunder, making their minds buzz. They had never seen the Lord so angry, and they were terrified. Just as the ancestor of the Jun clan was about to speak, Lu Chengfeng's voice came again. You go back first, Wuxi is waiting for you in the Jun clan. When the people of the Jun clan heard this, they turned their eyes to Feng Haoran unwillingly. At this time, Feng Haoran couldn't help but sneer at the corner of his mouth after seeing the looks they cast. The ancestor of the Jun clan remained silent, thinking about Lu Chengfeng's words in his heart. Thinking of him reminding Wuxi to wait for them in the family, the deeper meaning of these words must be more than the simple surface. His heart couldn't help but sink, and he seemed to think of something, and then he said to the tribe, "Since the Lord said so, we will return to our clan first." No tilde. However, just when they were about to return to the Jun clan, they were stopped by Lu Chengfeng. Everyone showed doubts in their eyes. Just now they asked me to wait for them to go back. Why did they stop them now? At this time, they saw Lu Chengfeng take a deep breath and then speak solemnly. You, the royal family, need to restrain your sharpness in the future. You must not get carried away and do whatever you want just because Wu Si takes care of the temple for me. The power given to him by the owner can be given or withdrawn. Don't let your whole clan lose their true intentions because of this matter. As the saying goes, to make iron, you need to be strong yourself. Strength is gained through self-cultivation, not borrowed. This is the advice given to you by the Lord. I hope you can understand it. Also, in the future, I don't want what happened today to happen again, otherwise, there will be no need for your royal family to exist. Quote. Boom tilde. Lu Chengfeng's words were like a bolt from the blue, shocking everyone in the Zhang clan. They were so shocked that they could not calm down for a long time. They never expected that the Lord of Chaos, who had always been very kind to the monarchs, would say such words today because of the clan feud. Is all this caused by the Feng clan? They did not dare to refute the Lord, and could only vent their anger on the people of the Feng clan. The eyes of everyone in the Zhang clan were once again focused on Feng Chanjue and his son. The ancestor of the Zhang clan knew that this matter was probably not a trivial matter, but if he wanted to know more about the situation, he had no choice but to go back and ask Wuxi. Then, We will follow the teachings of Lord Chaos. Then we will return to our clan first. After speaking, he left with tens of thousands of people from the Zhang clan. After they left, Lu Chengfeng wanted to say goodbye to Feng Chanjue. But when he thought that his son was here, he just nodded to him, then broke through the void and left. Father, what did this old man say to you? After he came back, he actually scolded the Zhang clan. Feng Haoran was a little confused, and then Takong came to Feng Chanjue. Feng Chanjue did not answer his question, but looked at Feng Qingwu with a smile on his face. Didn't you two say that we were just friends? How come you are your woman now? Even though Feng Haoran's face was thicker than the city wall, he couldn't help but blush at this moment. That, couldn't help it. Then, it fell into place. Oh. Really? Feng Chanjue deliberately lengthened his voice, and the expression on his face was very rich. This made the cold and noble empress beside her lower her head in shame. Immediately afterwards, Feng Chanju's next words made the two of them instantly stunned. When will you return to the clan and let your mother meet you? Ah.
Enjoying the video? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content and ring the bell for notifications. Check out our previous videos for more great content.
Chapter 128 The Divine Phoenix Dynasty must be established. Chaos Space, inside Junction City. Several days have passed since the fall of King Tianhong. In these days, Feng Haoran's name was spread in the city. Not only did he kill King Tianhong of the Zhang clan, but he was also able to survive unharmed when the Zhang clan came out in full force. Another one is that the Empress of the Supreme Power Divine Phoenix Dynasty resurrected tens of thousands of years ago, and she is now Feng Haoran's wife. This incident shocked many people and found it difficult to accept this fact. You must know the appearance and strength of the Empress, which were recognized by all the geniuses tens of thousands of years ago. Now, a latecomer has taken over. Therefore, this matter is not only unacceptable to this generation of geniuses, but also disbelieving to the admirers of the previous generation of empresses. Now in Junction City, many people are raising their voices to see who the Empress Feng Qingwu can fall in love with. As for the time when the monarchs came out in full force, but were safe and sound, due to the overwhelming aura that day, no one dared to come to the scene in person for fear of harming Qi Yu. I don't know who took action to push back the Zhang clan. Some people say that it was Feng Haoran's father, Feng Chanjue, who frightened the Zhang clan with his supreme strength and unparalleled power in the world. Some people also say that the Lord of Chaos came to the scene in person, not wanting a war to break out between the two clans, and mediating between them, asking the feudal clan to compensate. And the matter ended like this. As for what happened, no one gave them the answer, because the Jun clan suffered a hidden loss, so naturally they would not publicize it. As for Feng Haoran, at this time, he and Feng Qingwu were coming to the place where the divine phoenix celestial dynasty used to be. Since the celestial dynasty was destroyed by strange demons tens of thousands of years ago, many forces wanted to encroach on this place. But because Feng Qingwu had contributed to chaos, the entire divine phoenix continent was sealed by the Lord of Chaos, and no one could enter this place. However, in order to completely unblock it, only Feng Qingwu herself can step into this place and use hundreds of thousands of chaos crystals to open the protective formation. What should I do? The immortal king's medicine has not been auctioned yet, and I don't have enough crystals on my body. Feng Qingwu looked at the sealed Shenhuang continent, her heart filled with sorrow. When Feng Haoran on the side saw her expression, he knew that she must be worried about the spa. So, he turned his palm, a golden space ring appeared in his hand, and chuckled. Ha ha, what? Are you in trouble? How is it possible? Who am I? I am the Empress of the Divine Phoenix Celestial Dynasty. What can be difficult for me? Feng Qingwu pretended to be relaxed, and then turned to look at Feng Haoran. She didn't want him to see her sad face. When Feng Haoran heard this, he was not in a hurry to expose it. He just held the space ring behind his back and opened his mouth to ask. Since there is no difficulty, why don't you start opening the magic circle of the Celestial Dynasty to open the seal? Oh, now is not the time, let's leave here first, and I will come over and start it again when I choose a time. Feng Qingwu didn't want to tell the reason why she didn't have enough spa, although she knew that the Feng family was rich. As long as she speaks, Feng Haoran will definitely help her, but she has a strong character. She was able to build the Divine Phoenix dynasty single-handedly back then, and she can do the same now, so she doesn't plan to let Feng Haoran help her. Empress, now we have no source of income. Liuli Pavilion has been destroyed and other industries have no profit. In addition, if I have offended the Monarch clan now, if the Celestial Empire does not lift the seal. Since you are embarrassed to say it, let the old minister say it. Your Highness Xiaohao, we, the veterans of the Celestial Dynasty for dozens of years, are not afraid of your jokes, but now we are at the end of our rope. Opening the seal of the Celestial Empire requires hundreds of thousands of chaos crystals, and the rarity of the crystals in chaos is not comparable to that of the imperial crystals. The combined strength of dozens of us is only a mere 200,000, which is far from enough to break the seal. Therefore, I implore your Highness Xiaohao, for the sake of the Empress' sincerity towards you. That's enough. Zhao Gongting, your words today are a bit too much. Among the dozens of veterans around him, only Zhao Gongting dared to reveal the Empress's embarrassment at this time. But when he asked Feng Haoran for help, Feng Qingwu stopped him. Haoran, let's go. After Feng Qingwu glared at Zhao Gongting coldly, she wanted to pull Feng Haoran away quickly. But just as she was holding hands, she felt something foreign on her hand and couldn't help but pick it up and take a look. A simple ring was lying quietly in Feng Haoran's palm. She was stunned and looked at Feng Haoran slightly embarrassed. Did you already know that? Feng Haoran took Feng Qingwu's hand and gently placed the space ring in her palm. What? Now that the Li dynasty is in trouble, do you still want to bear it alone? Where was your domineering attitude in Liuli Pavilion before? Saying that I am your husband in front of many talented people. You are in trouble now, but you don't want me to help you. You are afraid that other forces will say that you, Feng Qingwu, relied on the feudal clan to re-establish the dynasty. Or do you, the Divine Phoenix Empress, feel that you have been humiliated by seeking help from me? No, I. Feng Haoran's words actually made the always aloof Empress shed tears. Since her veteran minister was beside her, she tried hard to restrain her tears, but her tears were like water bursting from a dam, and she couldn't control them no matter what. When Zhao Gongting and dozens of others saw this, they all stepped aside, leaving the space for the two of them. After they left, Feng Qingwu's teardrop eyes stared at Feng Haoran tenderly. Haoran, your identity is Xiaohao, one of the 6 ancient clans, and I am just the empress of the supreme force. My status is as insignificant to the ancient clan. In order to be able to match you, I want to rely on my own efforts to build the divine Phoenix Celestial dynasty to a higher level. As my dowry, I will hand it to you together with me. It is not what you said. Quote. Feng Haoran saw that her eyes were blurry with tears and couldn't help but reach out to wipe the tears from the corners of her eyes. Fool, since I, Feng Haoran, have accepted you, I won't care about your identity. Even if you don't want to re-establish the Celestial Empire, it won't have any impact on me. No. I must establish the Celestial Empire. This is the hard work of my previous life, and it is also my responsibility. There are still many unfinished things waiting for me to do, so I must establish it. It's just. I can't take the crystals here. There are still hundreds of thousands left, so I can handle them myself. Quote. Feng Haoran felt a little unhappy when he saw her being so persistent. He didn't expect Feng Qingwu to be so stubborn. Just like the strong women in her previous life, she wanted to do everything herself. He knew that if he gave it hard, she might not accept it, so. How about this? How about treating the crystals here as my shares in your empire? When you build up the Celestial Dynasty, put Shenhuang continent on the right track, and the Celestial Dynasty makes profits, will you give me your share? Feng Qingwu couldn't help but show surprise on her face. As an empress, she instantly understood this proposal. Feng Haoran wanted to run Tianchao as a pavilion shop. It seems that this method is not bad, but I am really in difficulty now, and I still have a group of people to support. Moreover, the most important thing is that his future divine Phoenix Celestial dynasty still has half of his. In other words, as long as the Celestial dynasty is still there, he and I will always. Okay, I promise you, the Chaos Crystals here will be regarded as your participation in the rebuilding of the divine Phoenix Celestial dynasty. Seeing that she finally agreed, Feng Haoran couldn't help but hold her in his arms and gently scratched the tip of her nose. We. Chapter 129 Changes in the Jun Clan. Junshan City, Jun Clan. Ever since the ancestor of the Jun clan returned triumphantly with tens of thousands of powerful men from the clan, he had been looking for Jun Wuxi, who had returned from the temple without stopping. At this time, the entire senior management of the Jun clan gathered in a palace, and the atmosphere was as solemn as a lead cloud. On the high seat, the ancestor was sitting upright, and below him on the left and right sides were 2 middle-aged men. These 2 people are Jun Wuxi, the protector of the temple, and Jun Moken, the current clan leader. The 2 brothers have somewhat similar looks, and both are exceptionally handsome. And below them were the supreme beings and elders of the Jun clan, and there were dozens of people in the hall. Wuxi, what does Lord Chaos mean? Why do I feel that he seems to favor that little b***d from the Feng clan? The ancestor's words made everyone in the Jun clan focus on Jun Wuxi. He felt the expectant looks from everyone, and he tossed his large purple sleeves with gold patterns helplessly, a helpless look on his face. The Lord asked me to return to my clan to remind you that today's chaos is no longer comparable to the past. After the war of strange demons, during the tens of thousands of years of chaos, creatures that did not belong to this space appeared. They are extremely powerful and cannot be competed by us. Even the Lord is not their combined enemy. Quote. How could this happen? Could it be that chaos space is coveted by other powerful people? Jun Wuxi's words shocked everyone present, and they blurted out exclamations of surprise. No, they don't want to rule chaos. According to the Lord, they should be looking for someone. Therefore, what the Lord means is that our royal clan has been too arrogant and domineering in recent years. If the Jun clan relied on his relationship to become what it is now, then he would take back this relationship. In other words, it is very likely that I will be replaced in the temple by someone else. Quote. No. This must not happen. If you leave the temple, then the monarch clan will be in ruins. As soon as Jun Wuxi finished speaking, the ancestor's voice rang like a bell. Is this something I can't control? Besides, the Jun clan has changed so much over the years. They relied on me as the protector in the temple and became more and more arrogant and domineering. The younger generation is even more outrageous. They actually use my name to bully the outside world. I really can't figure out whether this is a problem with the family's inheritance or improper personal teaching. I remember when my eldest brother and I were young, we practiced hard day and night, and we were always the geniuses who conquered the outside world with our own cultivation. But now, they are relying on the power of the monarch clan to suppress other forces and even exterminate the clan. If things continue like this, the Jun clan will probably perish sooner or later. This is also the final advice given to us by the Lord. Whether the monarch family can survive forever depends on the changes in the family in the future. If you continue to be so arrogant, then there is nothing I can do. After Jun Wuxi finished speaking, he stood up and left. The Supreme Being and the elders wanted to ask something, but they couldn't. As for his eldest brother, Jun Moken, as the head of the clan, he cannot absolve himself of the blame for what happened to the Jun clan. He couldn't watch the Jun clan continue like this, and was worried that he was still doubtful about the Lord's attitude, so he stood up and asked the question that everyone wanted to ask. Wuxi, does the Lord's attitude this time have something to do with the clan? Jun Wuxi walked to the center of the hall. When he heard these words, he immediately stopped and said without looking back, "It has nothing to do with anyone. If the Jun clan doesn't make changes, let alone one of the 6 ancient clans. Even if some supreme forces are forced to panic, without my relationship, if several major forces join forces, the Jun clan will still be destroyed." Quote. Jun Wuxi's words were like a bolt from the blue, making everyone present wake up from a dream. Yes. In the past, they always felt that Jun Wuxi served in the temple and had the support of the Lord, and could defeat even strange demons. Who else in the chaos would dare to provoke the Jun clan? But if this relationship is gone, will those forces that were once suppressed unite to annihilate the Jun clan? Don't think about this problem. If it were them, they would definitely do this. Ever since, when they recalled the consequences, a thin layer of sweat broke out on their backs involuntarily. When he remembered what he had not explained clearly, Jun Wuxi was nowhere to be found in the hall. The ancestor on the high seat remained silent. After a long time, he slowly raised his eyes and scanned everyone. From now on, when the younger generation of the Jun clan goes out for training, the guardians are not allowed to show up easily to help. Only when they are in danger can they take action to bring them back to the clan. In addition, if any junior dares to act in the name of the temple outside, they will be severely punished and their status in the clan will be deprived. Quote. After the ancestors' 2 orders were issued, although everyone present was a little hard to accept, for the future of the Jun clan, they could only obey the orders. Yes. Junction City, in a wine shop. A young man sat leisurely at the table, pouring himself a drink. Next to him, followed closely by a middle-aged man as tall as a bear. Gulu gulu. The young man drank a bowl of wine, casually wiped the wine stains from the corner of his mouth, and let out a long sigh in a depressed mood. Hey I thought that if I could obtain the immortal king medicine, my cultivation level would be able to break through to the realm of the god emperor. And by then I would be able to open the 2nd floor of the Hongmeng 10,000 Saints Tower. Who would have thought that the idiot from the Jun clan and that little b*** d from the Feng clan would actually get into a fight? It also led to such a powerful person, but the one named Feng Chanjue was quite creepy. At first glance, he was a Hongmeng-level powerhouse. His strength is even more powerful than this emperor's previous life, but why would such a person stay in such a barren land? The young man who spoke was none other than Dongfang Nanshan. After he came out of Liuli Pavilion, he didn't go far because he was followed by a heavenly venerable. He originally thought that he could reap the benefits when the Feng and Jun clans fought, but when Feng Chanjue appeared, the terrifying aura forced him to flee. He should have come up from the lower realm. At this time, Dongfang Nanshan's voice sounded in his mind. Oh. Spirit Master, can you also see this? Regarding Dongfang Nanshan's words, Qi Linglingzun's smart eyes couldn't help but roll his eyes. It's the perception of breath. His breath feels familiar to me, but I can't remember where I've seen him before. What? Have you seen this person before? Can you remember who he is? I can't remember. The Master has sealed me for so long that I have forgotten many things. Wait, what did you call him just now? When Lingzhen originally planned to stop pursuing Feng Chanju's identity, he suddenly remembered that Dongfang Nanshan had mentioned his name. And the owner of this name is one word different from a ruthless man mentioned by her owner back then. Feng Chanjue, what's wrong? Dongfang Nanshan said this casually, but when the Spirit Master heard the words, he fell into deep thought. Feng Chanjue, Juishan. I remembered it, it turned out to be him. Chapter 130 A strange treasure is born in the abyss of chaos. I remembered it, it turned out to be him. Who? Dongfang Nanshan asked casually while drinking wine leisurely. Holy Demon Continent, Heavenly Demon Emperor. PFFD tilde. As soon as Lingzhen said the words Heavenly Demon Emperor, Dongfang Nanshan, who was drinking, spit out the wine. Who do you think he is? The Heavenly Demon Emperor of the Holy Demon Continent. After receiving the confirmation, Dongfang Nanshan's face was extremely shocked. Emperor Heavenly Demon, who is that person? He is a peerless, ruthless man who unified the Holy Demon Continent that had been in chaos for countless epochs, and now he is in chaos. Lord Spirit, are you telling the truth? Judging from his aura and appearance, he is no different from the Heavenly Demon Emperor. No matter how a creature is reincarnated, although its name will change, its breath will never change. Because back then, the Master went to the Holy Demon Continent in order to find a piece of refining equipment. At that time, the Heavenly Demon Emperor was leading hundreds of millions of demons to conquer the Holy Demon Continent like a violent storm. The Master accidentally bumped into a force he wanted to kill, and was almost killed by it. Fortunately, the Master agreed to refine 100 pieces of the acquired Hongmeng spiritual treasures for him, as well as 10 pieces of the acquired treasures of the Hongmeng. He was able to escape, but after this battle, the owner was worried that he would lose his inheritance. So, after my master left the Holy Demon Continent, he sent me to Hongmeng to wait for someone destined to inherit his mantle. Who knows, this wait will last for hundreds of millions of years. Quote. If that's the case, then it makes sense. I heard that there was a riot in the Holy Demon Continent hundreds of millions of years ago, and I heard that the Heavenly Demon Emperor fell. At that time, I was thinking about how someone as powerful as him could fall so easily. Emotions have been restored after reincarnation, but this is the wrong time. He was reincarnated hundreds of millions of years ago, so why does he appear now? Dongfang Nanshan thought he was right, but when he thought about the time, he felt that the more he thought about it, the more wrong it became. Do you think reincarnation is so easy? Hongmeng is so great. The more powerful one is, the more difficult it is to do it. Especially for a superpower like him, it is very dangerous for the soul to penetrate the Hongmeng. Let alone hundreds of millions of years, it is normal for trillions of years. If one is not careful, he will be trapped in the Hongmeng forever. Quote. The words of the Spirit Master made Dongfang Nanshan nod secretly, feeling that what the Spirit Master said was very reasonable. But when he thought of such characters appearing in the chaos, he felt uneasy. It seems that we need to restore our cultivation as soon as possible and return to Hongmeng as soon as possible. If we offend this big boss one day, we won't even have a chance to be reborn. Have you heard? At the border between the Void Realm and the Taihuang Realm, there is an abyss of chaos emitting rich visions of heaven and earth. I heard that the legendary elixir of chaos has appeared in the world. Unfortunately, it is too dangerous there. Otherwise, I would like to see the world. Quote. Just when Dongfang Nanshan was thinking about speeding up his cultivation, in the wine shop, there were 3 or 5 people at the table next to him. A man told the news about the appearance of the elixir of chaos, so he listened attentively. Hey Tilda, I've heard about this news too, but it's a pity that the abyss of chaos is haunted by evil beasts that defy the heavens all year round, and there's also an extremely terrifying poisonous miasma. I heard that even the gods can be killed instantly if they're contaminated by the poisonous gas. We might as well forget it. After all, there is no powerful treasure to cover the body, so it would be a waste if we go there. Quote. Yes. Even if there are no visions in the chaos abyss, there are still countless treasures in it. It's a pity that it's a dangerous place. Not to mention us, even the supreme and the powerful people from the original clan don't dare to go there alone. Quote. It's a pity that the treasure is there, but the rumored appearance of the chaos elixir should attract some Hongmeng powerful men who have been in seclusion all year round. Aha. ... The voices of several people talking freely were all overheard by Dongfang Nanshan, and he couldn't help but feel overjoyed. Doesn't this mean giving him a pillow when he feels sleepy? So he shouted. Waiter, check out. After throwing down an imperial crystal, he walked away. Under normal circumstances, one divine stone would be enough. But at this time, he was in a happy mood, and coupled with his wealth, he had no shortage of crystal stones. What's more, he is about to enter the Abyss treasure house. If others can't enter, it doesn't mean that he can't enter. After all, he is the owner of the All Saints Tower. In Shenhuang continent, after Feng Qingwu unblocked the Shenhuang Celestial Dynasty, she didn't have much time to spend with Feng Haoran because she wanted to revive the Celestial Dynasty. The latter has no other activities here except receiving the rewards issued by the system every day. Because Feng Qingwu was too busy, he didn't even have the chance to fight, which made him feel very boring, so he decided to leave today. At this time, in a magnificent palace, Feng Haoran was alone and stood up from the large sacred wood bed. After he was fully dressed, he was about to leave when suddenly the sound of the system sounded. Ding! Master, the monthly flash sale time has arrived. The items in this flash sale are Hongmeng Innate Lingbao, map of mountains, rivers and country. Function, there is another heaven and earth in the picture, which can not only control one's luck, but also nourish heaven and man, transform all things into being, and trap invading enemies. Flash kill time, 1 minute, flash kill amount, 1 chaos crystal, timer starts. When Feng Haoran heard this, he felt that this item was tailor-made for today's Divine Phoenix Celestial Dynasty, and he did not hesitate at all. System, start killing instantly. Ding! Congratulations to the master for successfully killing in seconds and obtaining the Hongmeng Innate Lingbao and the map of mountains and rivers. Squeak tilde. Just after Feng Haoran succeeded in the instant kill, the door of the palace was pushed open, and a woman wearing a cool imperial robe walked in. This person was Feng Qingwu. Shaolingjun, did you get up so early today? After Feng Qingwu saw him dressed up, she felt an ominous premonition in her heart, but she still forced a smile and said jokingly, I will be away for a while, and I will return when you formally establish the dynasty. Feng Haoran didn't want to be so straightforward, but he was straightforward by nature and hated being sloppy, let alone lying. Although Feng Qingwu was mentally prepared, she still felt a little reluctant when she heard him say it with her own ears. Is it because I didn't accompany you that's why you left? The Empress, who had always been cool and domineering, now looked like a child who had made mistakes. Her voice was as soft as a mosquito's chirping, and her face was full of reluctance. That's not the case, you know me, I have things I must do. Yi Tianhao, who you were guarding in the lower realm before, is not dead. He is the reincarnation of the soul of the Baili clan's genius in the chaos. This hidden danger must be eradicated, and the only source of trouble for the Dongfang clan is also on my must-kill list this time. Quote. Feng Qingwu didn't expect Feng Haoran to tell her this, although she didn't know why he wanted to kill these people. But for her now, everyone Feng Haoran wants to kill is the person she, Feng Qingwu, wants to destroy. Therefore, she wants to build the Celestial Dynasty even more, so that in the future she can use the power of the celestial dynasty to eradicate all those who deserve to die for the people she loves. In this way, Feng Haoran no longer has to travel around and has more time to accompany himself. Well, then I'll wait for you to come back in heaven. Oh, by the way, Zhao Gongting said that at the border of the Void Realm and the Taihuang Realm, there is a strange phenomenon in the Chaos Abyss. I think people like them should go there to try their luck and grab opportunities. Quote. Oh Tilda, this is good news. By the way, this is for you. After Feng Haoran finished speaking, he turned his palm over and the scroll of the mountains, rivers and state map appeared in his hands. Buzzing. As soon as the scroll appeared, the terrifying Hongmeng aura surged out like a tide. Feng Qingwu was shocked when she saw this. Is this Hongmeng treasure? Yes, this thing is a map of mountains and rivers, a Hongmeng Lingbao grade. Your divine phoenix heavenly dynasty is about to be established. It will not only suppress luck, but also serve as a defense, and the space inside is more suitable for you to raise troops. You can cultivate in it and your cultivation will advance rapidly. Quote. Feng Qingwu saw that this thing had such a function. Although she liked it, Feng Haoran had to go out and was worried about it being in danger. You should keep these treasures with you. After all, having more treasures on your body means you will be safer. Don't worry, I won't make fun of my own life. This thing is just for you to scare the heavens. Besides, I have a more powerful treasure with me, and with Tian Kui and Ming Yue, who can hurt me. Regardless of her objections, Feng Haoran put the scroll in her hand, and then kissed her forehead. Gone. Feng Qingwu didn't even react, so Feng Haoran left the palace. She turned around and looked at his leaving figure with a look of reluctance on her face. She opened her mouth, but never made a sound.
Thank you for watching. Continue exploring the fascinating world of Chinese novels with us. Hit that subscribe button on Chinese Novel Audiowave to stay updated with our latest stories and never miss out on a great listen.